Domino, issue number 6 from Marvel Comics, and also by Gail Simone. This is the comic that basically takes a character that Gail Simone created and then slapped on the name Domino. Because Domino in this series doesn't act like any of her previous iterations whatsoever. Like, I don't even know who this character is. Oh, this series is so bad. I do like this cover, though. I will say that. For as terrible as the series is, the covers are actually pretty good. Uh, that's like the only thing good I can say for this series. So, of course, we start off with a 2 pages, actually, of two guys talking about food. Yeah, I'm not joking. It literally starts off with, "Excuse me, but are you calling this plate of slop a proper omelet?" And then they go on for 2 pages about how to make a good omelet. I don't. What is it with these people and food? Why is it that every single issue has to have food? And then you get what? You get like a 21 page comic book, and two pages are already just wasted with food talk. That literally means nothing. Like this whole food talk doesn't come back whatsoever. These characters don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This is just basically just a throwaway pages, two throwaway pages, and you start off your comic with this. Yeah, because nothing matters. Yeah, and then we get, one of them turns into a werewolf, and he's still talking about how to make an omelet. Isn't that hilarious? No, it's just whatever. And then we cut to Outlaw taking Diamondback to a hospital where the nurse immediately calls one of them a mutie. Yeah, I mean, first off, okay, let's just say that there's, this is like a race thing, because I mean, that's what's supposed to be. Oh, they're racist against mutants. In the real world, if let's just use an Asian for example, a Chinese guy gets injured and goes to a hospital, and then you have some nurse who's like racist against the Chinese for some reason. They're not going to say anything out loud because that's how you instantly lose your job. But also just the fact that how does she know that they're mutants? Because Diamondback is actually a human. Outlaw's immune. But you look at Outlaw. Let me see. You look at Outlaw. What exactly comes across as her being immune? How does this nurse know that one of them is immune? It's not like they're popular mutants anyways. I've never even heard of Diamondback, and Outlaw is like a throwaway character. She's like not even a C-list when it comes to Marvel characters. So, also find it kind of funny that, yeah, they show up and she has like her 6 shooters and no one says anything. Apparently, it's okay to just walk into the hospital with guns. But here's one thing that I thought was kind of dumb. Okay, so we immediately have Outlaw taking Diamondback into the hospital. The nurse calls one of them mutie. Outlaw basically shoves her over and is about to start a fight. And then we cut to this werewolf chef calling Outlaw and Diamondback, and then we immediately cut back to them getting into a taxi. So it seems like they literally walked into the hospital. She shoved the nurse over, and then they got into a taxi. I know that's not what happened. They obviously took the time to heal her, I guess. But that's just the pacing of this is really terrible. Also, the fact that we see her okay. I mean, you took what could have been a serious moment and you threw it out just so you can have some kind of racial bigot undertone. Um, I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb. Here's what I would have done. I would have first off, I wouldn't have wasted 2 pages on this because this is already 4 pages that you just wasted in this comic book. So now we got about 16 pages where we can tell an actual story. I would have maybe do 2 panels of her in the hospital. One, I would have had her rushing in, not even on a wheelchair, but I would have had her rushing in, carrying her, and basically like almost crying, screaming, "Help! My friend's been stabbed. Someone help me, please." Something like that. And then in the very next panel, I would have had Outlaw like staring into Diamondback's eyes, like tears down her face, yelling like something along the lines of "You're gonna be okay," like hang in there, something like that. Something where it looks like Outlaw is she's saying comforting words, but it's more like she's trying to comfort herself because she's trying to like convince herself that her friend's gonna be okay. And I would not have shown Diamondback being healed. I would have just kept it like it's a mystery. Did Diamondback make it? Is she gonna be okay? We don't know. So you keep that tension going, especially later on when, spoiler alerts, we get into a fight between her and Topaz. So yeah, then we cut to Gail Simone's version of Domino, who apparently is some kind of love-sick idiot. Like, this Domino character literally comes across like a moron. Like, she's really just, I don't know. Like, when I think of Domino, I don't think of this. I don't think Domino, trying to get some dude she just met to like hold her tighter and stuff like that. Like, she's not like someone like instantly falls in love with somebody. She's not like, LOL, random, constantly eating food, always talking about her feelings. I mean, she grew up in the lab. Like, she is very, from what I remember, she was like very stoic. She had no qualms with killing people because that's just what that's just her thing. But yeah, we don't get that with Gail Simone. And then, hey, look, we get more food eating. So this is what? This is twice in the same issue that we're getting our characters eating food. Seriously, what is it about them eating food? And then Topaz shows up, and then we finally get our fight. I'll say this panel right here is not that bad. And then yeah, we immediately have Domino trying to basically pull a Naruto and using the talk no jutsu. Hey, look, we've lost. Basically, Topaz tells her that her boyfriend or her buddy, the person she was in love with that she grew up with, was killed because of Domino's friends. And Domino's like, I'm sorry. Like we came from the same place. Doesn't that make us, somewhat similar? Can't we, try again and be sisters or something? Who is this? Because this isn't Domino. Domino is not Naruto. Domino doesn't try to talk down all her villains, like all her enemies. Domino's like shoot first, ask question later. At least from what I remember, unless like in the last 2 decades they completely changed her character. But I don't know who this is, but it's not Domino. And really, why do you want to be friends with someone who just spent the past 5 issues trying to kill you and your friend? Not only trying to kill you, but trying to make you miserable before trying to kill you. Like trying to make you suffer as much as you possibly can before ending your life. Why would you want to be friends with that person? Because nothing matters, that's why. So yeah, so then Topaz is like, well, do you still want to be sisters after I tell you that I killed one of your friends? I shoved a knife in her back. And then Domino is like, no, you're lying. But she isn't. I know she isn't. Actually, she is lying because she didn't kill one of your friends. She'd stab one of your friends in the back, but she's not dead. And this is why I would have had the, what I said earlier about not showing the reveal of Diamondback being okay. I would have had it like where you don't know. So that this way, this panel, this moment right here hits even harder because you don't know. It's Diamondback dead? Is she alive? Last we saw of her, she was basically bleeding out, and the only one who could help her was, I guess, a bigot nurse. Though in my version, I would have taken that whole part out because that's just like unnecessary for this story. Because literally the bigot thing, it adds nothing to this. You saw the 2 pages where it happened, and then that's it. It's thrown out. It doesn't come back whatsoever. So, yeah. So that's what I would have done. I would have had it so you didn't know if Diamondback was alive or not. So that way, when this moment comes, it hits even harder because us, the audience, don't know. But it doesn't hit because us, the audience, we know she's all right because we literally saw her getting into a taxi. So like the tension is dead instantly in this version because Gail Simone doesn't know how to write. Um, so she one punches. I don't even remember this guy's name because I didn't even bother to care. But she one punches him. Basically, sneaks up behind him and knocks him out with one blow. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen female characters knocking out other characters who's supposed to be a lot tougher than them in a single hit? Yeah, I think I've seen this before. This seems kind of familiar. And then I thought this was kind of funny. So, Rachel, I'm going to grieve for you. Whether I live 100 years or a minute, I'm going to grieve. But right now, I have to tear this witch's eyes out. How does Domino know who got stabbed? Because Topaz didn't say anything. Topaz didn't say, I stabbed your purple-haired friend or anything like that. She just said, I stabbed one of your friends in the back and she's dead. How does Domino know who it is? I don't know. Just something. It was just something that popped out when I was reading this. I was like, wait, how does she know who to grieve? She doesn't know who she stabbed or not. And then yeah, we get basically Domino learning or finally realizing how to control her powers. You know, it's about focus. And then we have like some kind of Beauty and the Beast scene with her with the rat. It took me a while to realize that was a rat, and then it took me even a while longer to realize why she was dancing with the rat. And then it was like, oh, because of that rat analogy that she had in like the first issue. First or second issue. Yeah, the second issue, I believe. So 4 or 5 issues ago, you had a one panel rat analogy that we are supposed to remember 4 or 5 issues later. Okay. Gail Simone's a terrible writer. Let's just move on. And then yeah, so go from the Beauty and the Beast scene to Domino screaming, "I'm a Disney princess. Everyone in the kingdom loves me." That's kind of interesting. Everyone loves me. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen characters where everybody loves them for no reason other than the writer says that everyone loves them? I have a furry animal friend. You mean that dog who you've literally spent maybe one page hanging out with in 6 issues? That furry friend? Okay. I just need a Wish song. Oh my god. Why am I reading this? I can't believe this is a Marvel issue in 2018. So, would Domino even know what a Disney princess is? Would she even be familiar with Disney? She grew up in a laboratory. We literally had a moment in Gail Simone's series, an actual good moment from Gail Simone, if you can believe it or not, where Domino names a cat Christmas, and when they ask why, she says she doesn't know what Christmas is. She just knows that it's white and it's apparently supposed to be good. So Domino doesn't know what Christmas is, but she knows all about Disney. Okay? And then you might be thinking, well, maybe Domino watched Disney movies after she got out of the lab. You're telling me Domino, in between going on missions and killing people and taking, mercenary jobs, in between all that, she decided to sit down, kick back, and watch some Disney movies? Yeah, I don't think so. So, I don't know. I just thought this was kind of dumb. I don't think Domino would know anything about Disney. And even if she did, just screaming, "I'm a Disney princess. Everybody loves me. I have furry animal friends. I just need a song." It was kind of funny because Gail Simone, knocked on your boy Zach for having terrible dialogue in, was it Iron Sights? Yeah, I wouldn't be casting any stones, Gail Simone. You have no room to speak about terrible dialogue. So Domino beats her down, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Diamondback and Outlaw arrive and crash a giant jet into Topaz. One, how do they know the exact location? There was a scene earlier where the chef told them where Domino was gonna be, but how did they know the exact location? Because Domino is nowhere near this guy's school. In fact, they actually left his school to go into the city to go on a dinner date when they got attacked by ninjas. Yeah, that was a thing. So how did they know the exact location? Why would you crash a jet of all things? Aren't you kind of worried about, civilian casualties? Wouldn't the government shoot this plane down or something? Like, you can't just fly a plane into a city just like randomly. Like you'll have, I mean, there's let's just forget it. Let's just move on. I'm spending way too much. I'm spending more time trying to figure this out than Gail Simone did just writing it. Quinn Jort. All right, whatever. I don't care anymore. And yeah, they're fine. They literally crashed a jet at full velocity, almost straight down. So you got all that momentum building up, and they just literally walk out of the jet. You would think maybe if they like jumped out and parachuted at the last moment or something, but no, they literally crashed the jet and nose first. I mean, they would be right here. This is where they would be at. At that speed, hitting the ground, it would have crunched up the jet. It would have just smashed all this. But no, they just come out totally fine, despite the fact that Diamondback is a human and literally just came out of the hospital. Like, she literally just almost died. She just came out of the hospital. She's being supported by Outlaw because of how weak she is. And she literally just crashed a jet into a public park and walked out without a scratch. Walked out completely fine, like just seconds after crashing, because I don't know. Why not? Nothing matters. Oh, this is so stupid. Yeah, and then Diamondback, and then Domino runs over. Is like, you stupid jerks, and then she hugs him because she's so happy. And then she pulls out her 6-shooters and she kills Topaz, shoots her in the face with her gun, because that's how you kill an immortal. Smashing them in the head with a rock doesn't do anything. Crashing a giant jet, at full speed, head on, doesn't do anything. But shooting her in the face with the gun, that's how you kill an immortal. And then I thought this was kind of funny. And then I screamed at the sky. It was all I can do. I'm a mutant. I was born a mistake, raised in a cage, guarded by smiling torturers, and the last 2 people who knew what that really meant are gone. Really? Are you telling me that in this whole entire Marvel universe, that only you and these 2 characters that Gail Simone created for this arc, you're the only 3 people in this entire world that knows what it's like to be raised basically in a laboratory as a caged as basically living almost in a cage in a laboratory? I'm gonna call BS on that. I mean, I can literally think of one off the top of my head, X-23. So yeah, these aren't the only 2 people, and there's plenty more. I mean, how many Marvel characters have we seen that like grew up in a lab, or kind of grew up like basically as a caged animal? It's not something that's just Domino and and her and the other character. I mean, we've seen this plenty of times. So this whole line thing was just stupid. I don't know. Like you're forgetting about X-23. I mean, I literally that's the first, as soon as I read this, I immediately thought, well, what about Laura? And then yeah, there was an inquiry, but like police pretty much everywhere, mutants killing mutants. Who cares, right? First off, that's not how police work. I know there's this whole thing about police not caring about minorities, being killed and all that stuff. They do. This is really blown out of proportion. Cops aren't. I mean, there are terrible cops out there. I'm not gonna lie, but media makes it seem like every cop out there is just a douchebag and just a bigot and all that stuff. And it's like, you do know that they literally picked a job where their life is like constantly in danger to protect society. Yes, there are some bad eggs out there, but it's not like as a whole. Also, I'm not sure they're gonna write it off as mutants killing mutants. You literally had a jet crash into public property, crash into a public park. But nah, it was it was a mutant crashing a jet into another mutant. Who cares? Whatever. Let's just move on. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. There's gonna be an inquiry. There's gonna be heads are gonna roll. Domino's gonna get in trouble, especially since they know it's her because obviously this cop is, interrogating her or at least talking to her. He's not just gonna be like, whatever. Like, your friend crashed a jet into a public property and you shot another mutant in the head, but it's just mutants killing mutants. So just go about your day. I don't care. No, that's not gonna happen. This is gonna be like major news story. Everyone's going to cover this. It's going to be a big deal. People are going to be thrown in jail. It just, this whole mutant killing mutants, it seems like she's trying to throw in some kind of real world thing to raise awareness or something. I don't know. Just some kind of like real world undertone. And it just doesn't work because it's stupid. Also, mutants killing mutants. Like, I just kind of laughed when I saw that because all I can think of was Morty's killing Mortys. But yeah, who cares, right? This is what I feel like. This is my thoughts on Gail Simone writing this writing this series. Actually, I mean, I know the editor at Marvel's don't do anything, but if they did, I can just feel like the editor is just like, but Gail, like, why do we have 2 pages of people talking about food? Who cares, right? Oh, okay, Gail. Why do we have a racist nurse, and we have like 2 pages of that and it goes nowhere afterwards? Who cares, right? Okay. Why do we have fake drama tension about Domino feeling sad that one of her friends gets killed, even though we know that they're not dead? Wouldn't it have been better if we had made her if we had made it so like we don't know if Diamondback is okay or not? Who cares, right? Oh, okay. Gail, why do we have Outlaw crashing a giant jet into Topaz in the middle of a public park, and then Domino like shoots her in the face, and like getting her head smashed in doesn't kill her, and having a jet crash into her doesn't kill her, but getting shot in the face kills her? Shouldn't we like maybe work on that? Who cares, right? Okay. Hey, Gail Simone. Why is it that the police don't care about any of this going on? Why is it that they don't care about people getting shot up and ninjas being killed in a restaurant? Why is it that we don't, the cops don't care about private property, public property being destroyed? Like at a park. Why is it that the cops don't care about a giant jet crashing into a public park where innocent people could have been killed? Why is it that the police don't care about murder happening? Oh, who cares, right? Okay. Nothing matters. Yeah, let's just move on. That's Domino, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. So, this series sucks. It's terrible. And Gail Simone should not be casting stones on Twitter. She has no right to be making fun of other people for their dialogue when she literally wastes pages on food, wastes pages having an out of character Domino yelling about being a Disney princess, having moments where people crashing jets into public and property where innocent people could have been killed, and they just immediately walk right out of the crash completely unharmed, even though one of them is a human without any immune powers. Yeah, don't be casting any stones on anybody, Gail Simone. uh, but yeah, that's Domino. Issue number 6 is bad. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Hit the bell for notifications so you guys get updates. I have a Twitter. You guys can follow me. It's at PirateMonkey13. Even though I'll be honest, I'm pretty terrible at Twitter. I really don't use it for anything other than tweeting out my videos, tweeting out when I go live or on Twitch, or retweeting other people. Speaking of Twitch, I do have a Twitch where I stream video games. If you guys are interested in that, it's at Pirate Monkey. Or you guys can find all those links down below. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell for notification. Hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about Domino. Tell me what you think about Gail Simone. Tell me what you think about any of this stuff. Or tell me what you think about the video. Did you guys enjoy the video? Was there anything you guys think I could do better? I am completely okay with any kind of criticism or critiques, just as long as if it's constructive. Like if there's something that I'm doing that you guys think I could be doing better, just point that out and tell me how. And yeah, like I have no problem with that whatsoever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys next time. Later.